flight, and holy fuck, man, it feels like Vietnam again. I've been out for too long, staying home in Australia, so I'm grateful to be here to start my first leg of the journey. The first city is Da Nang, and yeah, I can't wait to explore central Vietnam.
Hello, my name is Uncle Nai, the motor tour guide in Da Nang, Vietnam.
Yeah.
Now we with Raymond on the way go up Ho Chi Minh Road now.
Yeah, where to?
Brown minority town.
Yeah.
Brown minority town stay in the near Ho Chi Minh Road. Tonight we stay up there.
So after arriving in central Vietnam to finish off my trip here, my first stop was to Prao from Da Nang with Uncle Nine's motorcycle tour. I have never stepped foot in the central part of Vietnam, but this is something I had to do to experience what was connecting the north and the south. So we began the ride in the morning, passing through villages and small towns, until reaching a minority group in Prao. Basically, I'm at a minority house, and this is like an actual minority house where they're not Vietnamese people, they're a different kind of culture. So they live like with the communities as a couple of families in one area. Yeah, it's an interesting life. They're one of a handful of ethnic group who remain to keep their past traditions the same in Vietnam. The biggest thing that I remembered when I walked into these communities was that everyone was so welcoming and happy that you came. Uncle Nine told me that not only did the kids love getting candy, it was also the elderlies too. That's why every time he comes, he always brings a bag full of sweets. We then made our way to a hotel where we stayed for the night. So I made it to my second hostel, and it looks really nice. I'm in Prao at the moment, so it's a minority group in central Vietnam. We left 8 in the morning on the motorbike, and now it's 4 PM, which is quite a long ride. Although I'm feeling really tired at the moment, I feel really good. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Yes. The next morning we got up around 7 to have a bit of breakfast. The plan for the day was to head back to our coastal city, Hoi An.
Wait for me. Okay, thank you.
Uncle Nine left me in Hoi An for one day. This is where I caught up with Hoi An Eco Tourism and met Min. Min is a former engineer and left his job to be a tour guide because it wasn't for him, even though the money was there. And he talked about his side of the story of the Vietnam War, which was very interesting.
and maybe some year after the war, the war is finished is over in the year 1975, and maybe 2 or 3 years later, my family tried. My mother was put in prison for 3 years. Yes, so, and after that we very hard, more difficult. Yes, because they think we are the real enemy because we try to flee to another country.
I can't imagine it, like, because I'm way past that era. I'm only 19.
Yes, you was born in the young generation, but sometimes you don't feel about that. Sometimes you can hear story from their parents, but sometimes you don't have exact feeling. But from the school, from the book, and from my parents, from elder people, they tell us about the story in the old day during the war time. So yes.
After getting to know each other, Min let me ride his buffalo.
Dẫn ra khủ ta khủ xà tát. Dẫn khẽ là của mình của dọn khủ xà tát.
I'm on the buffalo at the moment.
Crazy.
And then he taught me how to cook traditional Vietnamese bánh xèo. Where I took a bite of it before it was even ready. It was good getting to know Min, and it was good to hear that he stopped doing something for the money and lived off something that he enjoyed. I really related to that.
So your grandmother, you mean parents of your mother or your father?
We then jumped onto a boat, where we took off to see a fishing couple. This fishing couple were known to live off the river day in and day out, to either feed themselves or sell off what they caught.
Hello.
This was their life.
Okay, bye bye. Enjoy your trip in Vietnam.
So basically I decided to hop on a boat, and this lady's going to take me around the river, which is going to be interesting. And that was that. I was nearing the end of my trip, and having one more stop left in Hue, I didn't feel much. This was probably the ending of my Southeast Asia trip. I think I'm getting sick of this place. I don't know. I want to head elsewhere. Maybe to South America or even India. But it's not to say that I won't be coming back at all. Just not for now.